The Pedi people, or Bapedi, are a significant Sotho-Tswana ethnic group, primarily in South Africa's Limpopo province and northern Mpumalanga. Their history is marked by the rise and fall of a powerful kingdom, resilient cultural practices, and migrations shaped by internal and external pressures. History and migrations. The Pedi's ancestors are part of the broader Sotho migration from Central Africa, arriving in Southern Africa around 500 years ago. They eventually settled in the Western Transvaal, now parts of Gauteng and Northwest provinces. The Pedi specifically trace their origins to the Maroteng clan, an offshoot of the Kagatla, a Tswana group. Oral traditions suggest the Maroteng, under Chief Tabane, migrated from near the Vaal River to the Pretoria area. A crucial eastward migration around 1650 under Chief Thobel led them to settle by the Steelport River, their traditional territory, Bopedi, between the Olifants and Steelport rivers. They adopted the porcupine noko as their totem after finding a quill during this move. The Maroteng eventually dominated smaller chiefdoms, forming the Pedi Paramountcy. This involved incorporating existing cultural elements like totems and initiation lodges, koma. The Pedi kingdom flourished under King Tholari in the early 19th century, expanding its influence. However, the Mfekane or Difakan, a period of conflict and migration, brought challenges from Nguni groups, particularly the northern Ndebele under Mzilikazi, temporarily fragmenting the Pedi state. Under leaders like Sekwati I, 1827 to 1861, the Pedi rebuilt their power, yet the late 19th century saw escalating conflicts with European settlers. Despite Pedi resistance to Afrikaner encroachments, they were defeated by the British in 1879. This led to the dismantling of the Pedi monarchy and land divisions, severely impacting their autonomy. During apartheid, Lebowa, a homeland, was created for northern Sotho-speaking people, including the Pedi. This was abolished in 1994. The Pedi actively resisted colonization and apartheid throughout these periods. Cultural practices. Pedi culture is deeply linked to their history, environment, and social structure. On social structure, traditional Pedi society was organized into chiefdoms led by a paramount chief, Kgosi. Villages were large, situated on elevated sites, and divided into digoro, wards, semicircular residential clusters for extended families. The Kogoro served as a meeting place, cattle byre, graveyard, and ancestral shrine. And belief system and ancestral worship. The Pedi believe in a supreme being Modimo and revere ancestral spirits Badimo. Ancestral worship, Gofaza, is central, often involving animal sacrifice or traditional beer offerings to communicate with ancestors for guidance, healing, or blessings. Traditional healers, Dingaka or Sangomas, mediate with the spiritual realm. Initiation rites, Koma. Koma are crucial rites of passage for boys and girls, marking their transition to adulthood. These traditional schools provide formal instruction on community roles and responsibilities. And economy. Historically, the Pedi practiced a mixed economy of agriculture, sorghum, maize, and pastoralism, cattle significant for wealth and bohadi or bride wealth. Communal labor, matsima, was common for tasks like planting and harvesting. Music and dance. Music and dance are vital to Pedi expression. Traditional instruments include drums, meropa. Dance forms like kiba, dinaka, men, boys, and now women, mpepetlwane, young girls, and machidi, elderly men and women, are prominent. Language. The Pedi speak Sepedi, also known as Northern Sotho, one of South Africa's 11 official languages, with various regional dialects. And traditional cuisine. Pedi cuisine includes bogobe ba mabele, sorghum porridge, tofi, maize meal with melon, mashotja, mopani worms, morogo wa dikopana, dried spinach, and dikobe, sampan beans, and ton tates. Cooking traditionally uses firewood and three-legged pots on the ground. Marriage and family. Traditionally, marriage was patrilocal and polygyny was practiced by those of higher status. Lobola, bride wealth negotiations, are key pre-wedding preparations. Traditional ceremonies like golaya involve elders offering marriage advice. Dapeng timese. Totems. Like other Sotho-Tswana groups, the Pedi use totems to identify kinship and sister clans. Common totems include the porcupine, lion, and crocodile.